Hey, so it is Tech Week. Actually, it's Q Writing Week. Tech Week starts on Friday, but I am sitting in on rehearsals, so it is late tonight. Not as late as it will be when we actually start Tech, but so I wanted to talk a little bit about managing Tech Week and keeping yourself sane. If you are a solo, then you are doing everything on your own and typically losing your mind about this week. And I watch. Quite a few of um, our dance companies come in and they don't have nearly the production schedule that we have. So um, they come in and they do their shows, and usually they're like our in-school dance company. Um, they just get wrecked by the end of the week. Um, so we're fortunate, it's always at least two of us with our productions. Usually more like four or five of us by the time we get everybody in. Um, but things that you can do to make Tech Week sane. And the first and biggest one, I think, and it's something we that artists in general have a problem with, um, and that is letting go of perfection, because we know where we want this to be. We know where we want our production to be, and 9 times out of 10, we are our worst critic when it comes to what we have produced. Um, so that's the first one. Don't let perfect be the enemy of good. Um, that's harder to do than it is to say. But if you are in educational theater, and even if you're not, the value of putting your work out there and then taking the time to evaluate what you've done is incredibly important. You are never going to, the likelihood of you getting it to where you see it in your head is pretty slim. So get it there as quick, get it there as close as you can, and be happy with what you've created. And then try again, and try again. But you have to kind of let go of that part of yourself. I like to get things to a general point of completion, because sometimes you get myopic and you focus on one thing, and all of the other stuff kind of falls to the wayside, and that's not good for your overall production. So whether that's this one effect that you really wanted to make work, but you let the rest of your effects slide in the meantime, or one costume that you spent 40 hours working on, but none of the other costumes got finished. So keep a pace of things and make sure that you are staying uh, that everything has the same level of completion, um, because then the production as a whole will be better than uh, than if you lean heavy on one thing and forget about the rest. Um, that said, play to your strengths. So if you have the ability to bring other people in, delegate, get other people to come in and play. Uh, Bring other people, whether it's former students, other staff members, people from other schools, people from other colleges. Make it a community event. All of those things. Bring other people in so you are not killing yourself to get the work done. Um, Sleep, eat well, drink lots of water. Those kind of go without saying, but we often forget. Take bathroom breaks. Don't martyr yourself. All of these things are important and necessary in the process. Create a calendar, create a schedule, and stick to it. And that is also a very, very hard thing to do. It's always that I am going to do this one more thing before I walk out the door. I am going to do this one more thing before I walk out the door. And that is fantastic, but also know your limits, because you have to be sane and collected and in charge the next day. And if you're not focused, then the rest of your production won't be focused either. So those are my thoughts as I'm sitting here at the end of the day. Um, oh, uh, and if you have a team, when you have a team, build your team, whoever they are. Um, make sure that you are clear about what everybody is doing and what needs to get done. Explain it, take time to explain it, and plan. So you will be you will be happy you did if you take that approach. So tell me about your projects. What are you working on? What are you in tech for? What do you need? What could you know, what what do you need that the theater community around you could help you find? Because we are all out here making art, and there is no reason why we can't support each other. There are resources out there, so let's find each other and make that happen. Um, Thanks. Check out the links. Come and join us so we can make it all happen for everybody. And hope you guys have a great night. I will bring you another Tech Week report. I think tomorrow we've got a fundraiser tomorrow, but we still have rehearsal. We have 3 rehearsals happening in the building tomorrow, so it's busy. And I like it. It's so great when it's busy. I love it when there's 3 rehearsals happening at once. There's just so much happening in the building, and that doesn't include orchestra rehearsals and band rehearsals and you know the other end of the building. We've got practice and games and track, and we've got students who are also athletes. So that's it's good. Schools should be a center. The school should be a community center. It should be a community center, and when you've got all that going on, it feels good. So, you guys have a great night.